Why is CES valuable to the region? So Community Environmental Services is unique, in my opinion, because we have offered an opportunity to students to actually accomplish work in an environment that's professional, where they have experience with partners, and then they can go on and take that experience, and when they enter the job market, they're much more valuable. And not only that, they've had a very robust experience in solid waste management, materials management, waste minimization, sustainability, and they're able to conceptualize much better because they have had this firsthand experience, and it's actually on the ground doing the work themselves.
I help set up infrastructure for events around the city of Portland, from large events to small events, whether it's a wedding happening at a park with 10 people to waterfront events with 10,000 or more people. So we provide mixed recycling, compost, food scrap compost, trash, glass, and signage, and just a multitude of different types of equipment. Well, I love trash and figuring out ways of managing trash and reducing trash and recyclables and shifting behavior. CES is a fantastic organization that I feel will enhance my experience now while I'm a student.
I'm a community development major, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunity. I think that CES is a really great liaison between the community and Portland State. I work with the Multnomah County Surplus Project, and today we picked up some surplus from a county building, and we connected with a local nonprofit. It's a community church. We donated a desk.
Right now we're on site at a local church group that does an open pantry, and they have a new youth pastor who needed a desk, so we were able to get him a desk and 2 chairs. So yeah, Multnomah County has had an issue with surplus in the past. They haven't really had a lot of infrastructure to take care of all their surplus, and they have a lot of buildings with a lot of furniture and office supplies that are basically going unused. And so CES stepped in and offered to partner with them and help. And yeah, what we do is we look for good homes for this furniture. We partner with nonprofits in the community and try to get stuff out to them, redistribute it within Multnomah County itself, or donate it to Goodwill, or lastly, recycle, and very last, landfill.
I really enjoy working for CES because it sort of bridges my science world to more community-based things, makes it more real. I feel like it's really cool helping people out, and it helps with I don't know, sometimes the science aspect is hard to communicate to the people.
One of the things that I really loved about the work that I'm doing at CES is actually what I do with Portland Multifamily. Portland Multifamily subcontracts with the Bureau of Planning and Sustainability to provide recycling materials, signage, educational materials to tenants. So today we just did a pretty standard delivery route. We go out and meet with property managers, give them signs, brochures, we visit the trash sites, update any stickers that need updating for the haulers because they tend to get fairly beat up, and check for contamination, sometimes make recommendations if it looks like the site's having specific problems, people really aren't understanding how to recycle, maybe the labels are really old. One place we went to today, because of the way their dumpsters were set up, I ended up giving that particular property manager signs that she hadn't actually asked for, because after looking at the setup it was clear that those would help give people a better visual of what to do with their trash.
A lot of the cool things about CES is that they're very open to student ideas and student opinions on how to do things, which for an organization as old as it is, being 25 years old, it's kind of surprising to me, at least when I came in, that they would really have much desire to hear about my opinions, because I don't know nearly as much as this institution does about what they do. But they actually are really great about wanting to hear different perspectives and different ways of doing things, and they've actually had a lot of really great success with that.
Food waste has always been a really interesting aspect of the program to me, but my original love for CES as an organization revolves around community.
I got involved early on when I was looking, to come to school, to come to PSU, and I was really interested in the public outreach side. Each team member has a different role, so we've got, myself as more of a facilitator. We have our outreach person who works, again, a lot with the tenants, and she's really going to be coordinating a lot of those waste sorts with the actual restaurant tenants. We've got a data person, and he does a lot of the behind the scenes, and we have our actual materials managers, and so they're working hands-on with the materials, and they're trying to find ways to reuse, recycle, and divert a lot of the waste that is produced at the port. So it's really fun and it's really dirty, but we basically, for whatever sort we're doing, we're collecting the waste for either a 24-hour period or for, a full week, and go through and take a look at what's recyclable, what's compostable, and then what should have gone in the landfill. And so then we get a complete picture of exactly, if everything would have been put in the correct spot, how well we could have done, for diversion.
It's been great working with CES. I started, I think about 2003, I took over the program, and CES had been working for the port, I think, for a little less than a year. I got involved with the green teams at that time and saw CES was working for the port, and I saw a lot of potential, and I think at the time I was really excited about what CES could do if they were just turned loose. CES is great because you've got a lot of younger people with different way of looking at things. They're bringing new experiences, new way of looking at things, fresh perspectives.
CES has assisted us in developing programs and making progress in ways that maybe we wouldn't have thought of in our offices. But clearly it's a collaborative process. It's one that's really changed the shape of some of the recycling and composting in the city, and it's looking forward to more advancements in the future.
I went to work for the city of Richland. It's southeastern Washington, and I set up their recycling program there. I managed their household hazardous waste facility and with some staff, and then also did environmental compliance and monitoring for their landfill. I think really what was interesting was the commitment to the community. I mean, and so, when you're looking at programs and looking to develop programs, you need to figure out, okay, what is it that the community wants, and what data do I need to get to help support a program that might lead to implementation?
I learned that there are so many resources and partnerships out there that are willing and quite capable to help with minimizing waste.
Well, about, I want to say 4 years ago, we started contracting, Bonneville Power Administration contracting with Community Environmental Services to do our internal waste audits, and we did them for our BPA headquarters over at the Lloyd District. I think that being able to work with a third party that has specialized knowledge and has 25 years of data and has benchmarkable data also that they can compare across organizations is really valuable.
I didn't really realize that actually CES was about recycling, but it was actually more about this applied research for me. It allowed me to develop some research skills that actually, as a first-generation college student, I didn't know I needed. I didn't know that was something that I should probably practice or know. And so in the context of the projects that we did around waste management, I got those research skills, and it was good for me.
Yeah, I mean, it really gave me the confidence to work with a wide variety of stakeholders, which is required as you kind of get out there in the real world. And then also just kind of the tools and knowledge and the confidence for what needs to be done with these projects, because the solid waste world is a dynamic world, and you really get exposed to kind of a bunch of the different facets of that while you're working at CES.
Oh, it was great. It was really a wonderful thing to have the students who were both interested in environmental issues and interested also in doing research. And so the study that they worked with Barry on to determine what helped make recycling work at multifamily, that was really a great contribution to the work that was done here.